Hi class, how are you today? That's right! The learning target for today is to find all the missing measures of right triangles using trigonometry. So last class we just did specifically finding the angles. Now we're also going to find missing sides as well. We're going to find all the missing measures using trigonometry. For a scale, you're a 3 if you can find all the missing measures of a right triangle using trigonometry. 2, you can find one missing measure of a right triangle using trigonometry. So that can be an angle or a side. And if you can find more than one but you're still not at all of them, then I'd still put you at a 2. You're a 1 if you can find trig ratios of right triangles. So that was a 2 in the last video. And 0, you cannot find the trig ratios of right triangles. Let's get started. Alright, so in this triangle, we have a right triangle, 58 degrees for the angle, and 18 for one of the legs, and we're saying that we want to find one of the other legs and the hypotenuse. So first, let's go with the other leg that we want to find. So we've got 58 degrees, x, and 18. So you look at 58 degrees and what are x and 18 for the sides? X is opposite, 18 is adjacent. What trig function deals with opposite and adjacent? That would be tangent. So the tangent of the angle, 58, is equal to opposite over adjacent, x over 18. So now to find x, well, to solve for x, we would multiply both sides by 18. It's just like solving an equation. So multiply both sides by 18, and we would get 18 times the tangent of 58 is equal to x. This is the tangent of 8, not 58, so we can't say 58 times 18. We have to say 18 times the tangent of 58. Then you would put into your calculator 18 times the tangent of 58. And rounded to 4 decimal places, that would give you 28.8060. So x is approximately 28.8060. Now we want to find y, now that we know what x is. So to find y, we use 58 degrees, the side they gave us, and the side we want, y. Do not use, under any circumstances, x, because it's a rounded number. You never want to use rounded numbers in your calculations. It will mess up your answer. So now you look, 58 degrees, and the two sides, 18 and y. 18 is adjacent to 58, y is the hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So you say cosine of 58 is equal to adjacent, 18, over the hypotenuse, y. Now, it's a little different. Here, 18 was on the bottom, so we multiplied both sides by 18. We can't do that here. What we have to do is first get the y out of the denominator. So we have to multiply both sides by y. So multiply both sides by y, and that will give us y times the cosine of 58 is equal to 18. Now we need to get y by itself. So we have y times the cosine of 58, so we do the opposite and divide both sides by the cosine of 58. And we'll get y equals 18 divided by the cosine of 58, and then on your calculator you find 18 divided by the cosine of 58, which to 4 decimal places is 33.9674. And then we have our two sides. So you have to notice the difference. If x is on the top, then you multiply both sides by the denominator, which will be a number. If the variable is on the bottom, you multiply both sides by the denominator, which is the variable, and then divide by what's multiplying y.
Alright, now time for the sponge. I'm going to find all missing measures of the triangle. So, I give you that side AB is 3, angle A is 40 degrees, and angle C is 90 degrees. And I want you to find all the missing measures. So that would be side BC, side AC, and angle B. Find all three of those. And I do want you to round all your answers to 4 decimal places. And I also want to remind you, just make sure, please don't use any rounded numbers to get any other answers. Don't use any rounded numbers in your work. So after you find one of the measurements, if it's a rounded number, don't use that. Use data you already have. That's it for the lesson. Once again, please make sure to take notes on everything, rank yourself, attempt the sponge, take pictures of all of it, submit it all to eBackpack, and have a